All right, everybody. So we're back on Keeping It Real with Candace. I have Miss Joy Harris with me today.
Thank you for having me.
I wanted to bring Joy on here today because I heard she was writing a book, so I'm interested in learning about what she's writing, and also I want to know about, you know, your life as a mom and a wife, why you're trying to get your aspirations and dreams, you know, on board. So, the book is out, right?
The book is out. Yes.
Okay. So what is the name of the book?
The book is called Singing Ain't Enough, The Inspiring Story of Maggie Ingram.
Maggie Ingram. Oh, I like this.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the main topic that you talk about in it? Like,
so the book is a biography of the life of my grandmother and kind of how she became a famous singer, but it's more of the behind the scenes of her life, not just her singing, how she raised 5 children as a single mother and had a singing career, and it was during a time where women were supposed to be at home and seen and not heard.
Right.
And so she was like the leader of her family, the leader of her group. She was her own businesswoman, which was very rare when she was coming about. And so it just chronicles her life from like birth to the end of her life and the impact that she made in the community and how she got it done, being a mom.
Yeah, and I've met her, and she on top of her game.
Yeah,
especially their family comes out the side of music, so they can sing. I mean, I've seen them for years, sing. So that's great that you wrote a book on your grandmother.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't do that.
No, it actually started about 10 years ago because a lot of people don't know. They only see the on-stage side. So because I was in the family, I saw so much behind the scenes and just everything from her surviving like car accidents and medical issues and dealing with like men in the industry who didn't want to see her succeed and trying to set her up.
Okay.
So just being a kid, I was kind of curious, like who are you and is this stuff real or what happened? And so I kind of started digging through her past, and then the more information I found out, the more I was like, oh my God, like this has to be a story that other people know about.
So you went to family members to ask questions, or friends or people that she worked with in the music industry?
Initially I didn't, because I like some of the stories are so amazing. Like she got healed from cancer like instantly. Yeah. So I didn't want people slant on like what really happened, because you know some people
want the truth.
Yeah. And that was my commitment that I made when I wrote the book. I said like no matter what I found out, I would like tell the truth about it. So initially I started doing independent research. So I went to people who weren't family members, who were like in the neighborhood at the time when she grew up, people that went to the school that she went to when she was a kid.
Oh, you went in.
I did a lot of research. It was a lot of research. Like traffic records, like a ton of stuff. A little MacGyver. So then I went to the family and got information and I made sure my rule of thumb was I had to be able to confirm it with at least 2 people for me to put it in the book.
Okay.
And so that's how that process started. And I worked on it off and on for like 10 years. And then last year, I got really serious about it. About a year and a half ago, I got really serious. I was like, I'm just going to finish it. And so finished it, put it out. And I'm so excited about it. It's like a labor of love. I'm happy we got to the end of it. And I think, you know, she's passed since then, but I think she'll be really proud of it.
When did your grandmother pass?
She passed in 2015.
2015.
So her and I talked about like her stories and what I was doing, and she was like, "Oh, baby, that's such a cute idea."
That's such a cute idea. That's cute, girl.
Yes. But she really kind of went into a lot of details about, ironically, like how to navigate, you know, people trying to hit on you and not offend their ego, because they might be the key to your next level, but how you know, how she had to work around that. So sometimes I felt a little uncomfortable, like, you're my grandma, I don't want to talk about it on that level. But I was happy that she felt like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you my life, and I'm happy to like share it with you.
Yeah, transparency. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, people do need to know that, because sometimes, you know, us on our end, and we see celebrities or people who've been in the industry, we assume that it's a glamorous life.
Yeah.
Because we see the money, we see them on stage, and we don't, like you said, we don't know what they go through. And some people try to take advantage of it because they are attractive.
Yeah.
And they see that starlight. And, and especially in the gospel world, pastors who fail or
Yeah.
women. It's something about a person being on stage. It's something about them that has power.
It's the glow.
Yeah, it's the glow.
That's what I like to call it.
You know what? I like that. It's the glow. It's like, oh.
Yes. And I think the glow is necessary if you are creative, because you're supposed to be able to make an impact and touch people in a very personal way.
Right.
However, I think people associate the glow with people's, this is me every day. It was like, on Wednesday I wake up and my breath stink. And if you catch me on Thursday, I'm not having to make up, it's gonna be a different situation. So I think people think the glow is all the time. And it's not. You can be very gifted in one area and not so much in another area.
I agree with that. So were you the only one to write the book, or did somebody help you?
No, I was the only person to write the book. Now I hired an editor because I realized that I wanted it to be a very professional product. So I hired my own editors. I hired my own book designers. I went to seminars and took classes, and I was very serious about it. And I wanted to put together a project that I'd be really proud of.
Right.
So yeah, it took all of me, I feel like, because something about writing is so personal that you don't know what the end is. You're like, well, I hope this is right.
Yeah. Was it therapeutic for you?
I wouldn't say it was therapeutic, but it made me have more empathy for my family. Like some of the stories, a lot of times I think, especially, in all families, I think you have those situations where such and such is beefing with such and such is mad at this person. You're like, I don't know why she act like that. But writing the book, I saw all the pieces, and a lot of pieces that like my nieces and nephews don't know. So I had another view about people after I finished writing the book. Like I was able to say to my nieces, well, the reason why she pop off so quick is because this happened in her life in the past, or she doesn't communicate well because this person didn't communicate well with her, so she never learned it. I had a wider perspective of why people in my family may position themselves in a certain type of way, and I felt like I'm not as quick to be like, well, I don't mess with her because she don't understand me. Like now I'm like, we could disagree, but I get it.
I have an understanding, I comprehend. And another good thing is that I've learned, especially with our parents, we don't just need to see them as mother and father.
Yeah.
See them as individuals and people that have been through things before we got here. And we can't just judge somebody off of their actions.
And they don't have a handbook. Like it's on the job training.
Right.
So they probably jacked you up, and somewhere along the line they was like, listen, I didn't know I'm supposed to give you hot sauce at 3. It was nice. You said you wanted it. I tested it out. They didn't know.
A little alizé in there.
I was tired. I worked 2 jobs. Those Nikes are expensive. They are. They're people, and they have to figure it out. Like they're figuring it out with us.
I love the fact that I love promoting our community, and I'm going to continue to do that. To see a Black woman writing a book about her life to me is so important. So, do you have your book online? Is it in the stores?
The book is on Amazon.
Okay,
so
the book
you
is
can
on
go get it at Amazon.com. It's called Singing Ain't Enough Again. It's also available in the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts.
All right.
So it's on their shelves, so you can pick it up there, and you can pick it up online at Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble's, wow. So how do you handle you being successful in your lane with family life? How do you balance that?
It's not a balance.
Preach it then. Tell me the truth.
At all. And
Joy, you've always been transparent.
I try. I'm a fan of a how-to guy, and my husband is like you don't deviate. If things say this is how you do it, you're not even gonna try nothing else. And I'm not. I'm a fan of a how-to guy, so I try to tell people this is what I know and this is how I did it, and if you got another version, you tell me. But I think it's important for us to tell each other the truth, so you know what you're getting into before you well, I thought this was gonna be fun. It was just like, no, I'm tired on Tuesday. Tuesday I'm tired. You're gonna be tired on Tuesday.
Right.
But it's not a balance. I think it is trying to be hyper organized, trying to calendar everything as much as possible. Now I've just implemented something with myself. If my daughter says, "Mommy, can we play?" Like if she physically says the words, "Can we play?" Okay, I have to stop, because I am a lover of work. Like I love productivity and I love making progress. And for me, work is like, if I'm working on a project, work is fun. And some people like to go to the club, and I'm like, you know what, I'm bringing this new chapter out. So I can be absorbed with that, and not with my kids, like very easily. I mean, like I like them, but you know.
She like, I like him.
Just pray for him. Pray for him. I had him. Yeah. So I try to calendar everything on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I make sure I have time for my daughter on Mondays and Fridays. I try to do something with my kids. And I try to find stuff that I like to do with her, as opposed to like, we go on to Chick-fil-A land again and go outside. Like, I don't want to do that. So, my daughter likes to dance. I try to do like exercise, dance, TV with her. Like, I try to figure out how I can navigate their world. And I calendar everything. Like, everything.
So you won't forget.
If it's not in the phone, it does not exist. Including my children.
Right.
It's like, feed them. Okay, all right, I'm coming. Everything.
Dot.
Yes.
So with your marriage life, how do you balance? You said not balance, but how do you guys go on dates?
Yes, we I think the policy that we have, that's the best.
Policy?
Yes, I did, because we have to make it work. And because we didn't have, and I tried to speak for him, but I'm going to speak for him. 1 second. Person. Thank you. See? Love people. Because we didn't have like tools of knowing what to do before we got in our situation. It wasn't a lot of people in our family, in our community, who were like happily married, long-time couples. Yeah. A lot of stuff we're winging and we're learning ourselves.
I'm sorry. I'm off the screen.
That's how you got a person too.
Samira, it might be dead, baby. Look on the phone with her if it goes out again. Excuse me, y'all.
All right, you can share.
We have children, okay?
That's what happens when you a mom. Like,
yes,
you get it done.
packages that come with you.
Necessary. So we try to operate like a team. Like you playing ball. One person might be good at one thing. One person might be good at the other thing. One person might be injured today. The other person got to pick up the slack. And so we just try to communicate about, like on Sundays, we talk about the schedule for the entire week. What's going on Monday? What's going on Tuesday? What's going on Wednesday? Oh, you got something on Wednesday? That means I can have my thing on Wednesday, and I'll move my thing if I can to compensate for your thing. And then we try to have date night like once a month. So okay, then we're gonna come together and we're gonna look at each other and you still there? Okay, yeah.
You sitting on the other end of the bed.
Yes. I forgot. I was in my zone doing my thing. So we just really try to communicate, and every week we try to figure out, all right, what do we have going on, and then we try to set a family goal. Like at the beginning of the year, this is what our family unit is going to accomplish. So
does that include trips or going out?
It includes trips. It includes business. It includes our money. So everybody has a part to play, including our kids. Like our kids have a part to play in. All right, what's their future going to be? So what activities are we going to put them in? What activities are we not going to put them in? What are they going to do to contribute to the family? Yeah. We try to set that goal at the beginning of the year, and then everybody plays your part. Like I can't do his part and he can't do my part. I'm learning I can't control his part, because when you talented,
it's just that when you talented,
what happened was you tried to overstep on other people's parts. Okay. But you gotta let them fly.
Okay.
So
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So we try to set a goal for the family, and I think that helps us come back together. Like, all right, we all working on something different, but it's contributing to the whole.
I like that. So are there any other books that are gonna come out?
Possibly. Right now, I'm working on a script for the book. Okay. We're trying to turn the book into a movie. Okay. Hopefully, we get in a position that we can start talking to production companies this year. I'd like to see it in pre-production next year at the latest. So that's what I'm currently working on. So I'm teaching myself how to write a script, which is like, why do I torture myself?
Because you're looking for people. Would you act in the movie, or is it just gonna be other people?
No, I think I would take on more of a producer role. Okay. Because I'm really interested in seeing what other people bring to the table. But I really want to see this side of not even church, but just a woman who you are God friendly and you still have real life. Like I personally haven't seen a portrayal of, okay, I do go to church on Sunday, but stuff is still happening to me. And I said, Hashata, stuff still happening to me?
Wait a minute, Joy. Did you just speak in tongues as well?
That's what the people say when they go to the building.
I'm not messing with her today.
That's what I learned. That's what I learned.
She said, "I shall tie."
So I haven't seen that yet portrayed anywhere in the realm of church, and I think I love God obviously, and my family is very God friendly, and they would kill me dead if I wasn't. But I
just said God friendly. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, because whatever you call him, I'm not. If he answer you. That's between you and him. But I haven't seen a real portrayal of a real life track with a real life person that acknowledges or has a relationship with God, and then how do they still navigate, or how do they have to navigate? Like, is it instant? Is it not? What's a miracle? What's not a miracle? Like, how does the faith thing actually play out? So that's what I'm trying to fold into my story.
So why not a play as well?
Well, we thought about a play initially. I actually had people vote.
Okay.
And a couple of reasons. First, not very many people of my age young go see plays.
Okay, that's true.
Not in our particular culture.
But your mother has been, imagine by me, your grandmother has been around for a long time.
Yes.
And a lot of people know her.
Right. But what I learned early in trying to write the script is everybody kept saying you have to write the story that you want to see.
Okay.
And I had to think about what do I like to see, and I like I like the Social Network, and I like the Come Up, and I like those are the stories that I go to watch, and so I wanted that side of her, like the people don't know about how she made it, not just with the shot and the singing, but how she made it.
So when you guys did the movie, where are you gonna shoot it at?
I'm not sure yet. Our first step is to get through writing the script. I have a 2-month deadline on my life. So 2 months. I've been working on it about since December. So teaching myself and putting the work in at the same time. So I have 2 more months that I have to get it tightened up. And then we're gonna look for a production company to pick it up, and we'll go from there.
Wow, look at Joy.
I try. I do what I can.
She is making moves, and I am too proud of you.
Thank you.
Girl.
I appreciate
Successful.
it.
So I'm gonna promote this book. Promote this book. Say that book again.
Singing Ain't Enough: The Inspiring Story of Maggie Ingram on Amazon.
I have had, me and my mother and our family have had, been able to experience your mom. That's why I keep calling your mom. Your grandmother's talented. Of course, your mother, she is talented as well. I have had experiences with her as well. But think about Maggie Ingram, she really left a landmark. And a fossil imprint on the gospel industry. It was beautiful to see her sing all the way up to the end.
Right. And I like to call her the people's champ. Like, you have those singers that are like, oh my gosh, she sang so beautifully. But there are like scores and tons of people who like, oh my God, I remember when she came to my house and brought me food. Oh my God, I remember when she put something out in the community and took care of my kid. So I feel like she was the people's champion. She was a real person, like she touched real people. So that's what I want to do.
That's beautiful. Yay. That's beautiful. So besides the book, is there anything else that you're going to be pursuing, visions, manifestations that you want God to bring forth?
Right now, God, like, you got to work.
Work on the book.
And I'll holler at you after you finish working. So right now, I'm just working on the script. And I think the biggest vision for myself is to make sure it gets turned into a movie that I'm proud of. Not just, not to the Christian community.
Right.
But not just, we like made a church situation, but like something that people who may not be familiar with the realm of church want to come and see.
Right. We should talk about, because I definitely want to bring you back and talk about realistic lives of people who love God. Because I think I like you because you're very transparent about it.
I try.
And so I think that's a good discussion to have, to talk about real life people with the relationship with God, but real stuff, like talk about Maggie Ingram, how she went through a lot of things, and we won't talk about it and how you see it, but we can talk about it on the show, and people can say, girl.
Yes, I relate.
What you talking about?
Yes.
I'm with you.
Right, like I read Lamentations last night, but when I woke up it was different from Lamentations. Yes, I feel you.
Because Christian folk still go to the club, some people drink, some people smoke.
Everybody got their thing.
Everybody got their thing. Argue, fight, drugs.
And it's all the same level. Like, it's all other than people who touch children. It's all the same level. So, I just think when you feel like you get a certain amount of glow, some of us are hard on the other non-glowing people. We think they're not glowing in our situation.
Right.
But we all are a work in progress.
Yes, we are.
We all trying, and I think, you know, if you love God and you trying to love people, the rest of that stuff get worked out in a while.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is there anything that you would like to leave to the public? A word or something.
A word. Man, following your dreams is like 99% about consistently working on them. So like after you pray and have faith and keep hope alive and get inspired, go do some work.
Amen. Amen. I like that. Thank you so much, Joy, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely gonna bring you back because you keep it real, girl.
I try.
That's why it's called Keeping It Real with Candace.
Yes, she's Candace.
Hey, so thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube, and everybody else that follows me on Instagram. And you're on Instagram as well, right?
I'm on Instagram at TheJoyHarris. Shoot me a comment or DM me. I respond to everybody.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.